Okay, so I've braided this leash and now I have to stitch the handle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark a 5mm line on where I'm going to punch my holes to stitch this. So take my wing dividers. Actually, let's do a little bit smaller. There we go. 5mm now. Okay, so I've marked where it ends. I'm going to go a little bit below that. I feel these wing dividers feel like they're moving. There we go. So I have my little line that I put in with my wing dividers. I have a 6-hole punch. I'm going to start here, and I'm also going to take my little exit square so I can mark where my stitches are going to begin, because I think I have where they're ending. They're ending right here. Miserable nails, they're really bad. I started doing acrylics and then I ran out of the color that I wanted to do them, and then I had leather work to do and I was just like, forget it. Okay, so that looks good for my hole to punch. Make sure I'm even. My leather, I am. I'm gonna punch straight down. Scrap to put under so I don't go through my mat, and I need a heavier maul. Let's not dump the coffee over. Okay, so go through and reach and get that. So I have a 2-pounder. It's still not through. There we go. Now it's starting to go through. There we go. See, so now we're going to do the next one. I'm just going to set these holes up first. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up. Looks good. Straight. Yes, on the line. Looks good. Straight on the line. And I think I want to kind of angle this into a V. So we're going to do it this way. So that's my center. And I'm through. And I'm through. Oh god, this is so tough. Should have waxed this. I think we'll do that. I think I'll wax mix it. So this is just a cake of beeswax, natural organic beeswax. I just rub it on my tool so that it slides out of the leather a little bit easier. So let's go over here. There we go, we're through. It's still tough to get out. Okay. Not through. We're through. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna sew this. So let me get some thread and I'll be... Okay, so I have my little tiny stitching pony. We have our piece right here. I'm going to just open this up and clamp this in. Oh, I think my screw is just spinning. There we go. So it's not going to open. Alright, and I need something to open up those stitch holes. So give me 1 second and let me just scoot back. Okay, so as you can see, I have my leash in a vise. I have a little tiny stitching pony, but I don't like it. It's not made well. I got it from Tandy, and don't waste your money buying one of theirs. You can make your own. My dad made me a beautiful stitching horse, which is much bigger than a pony, but for little teeny tiny things like this, I like to use just a vise, little desk vise, and I wrap a piece of scrap suede around to protect my leather, because it does, little desk vise does a good job, and you can use it for a lot of other things, and I think that they're always a worthwhile investment. Okay. Oh, having a hard time threading this needle. Cut that thread. Okay. Let's try it again. Alright, so I've got my one piece of thread, and I have a needle on each side of it. I'm just evening out the cording. So we are going to saddle stitch, and you know, I need to put on glasses for this. If I knew where I put my glasses. Oh, I see them. Just give me a moment here. Okay, I have my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. I need a little bit more light too. There we go. I have a little awl so I can poke through my holes. So my needle's gonna go through. Okay, so you know, I really think that most people, actually I've done these holes already. So this is my second time stitching this, because I stitched it incorrectly. So let me turn it this way. You can see basically what's going on. I'm going, but don't want to go through the thread this way. want to pull this snug, but not too snug, because you don't want to pull through your stitch holes that you've done. So this leather is really beautiful. This is English bridal leather. It's from Wicket and Craig. And what I love about the leather is that it is all vegetable tanned and it is chrome free. It's tanned here in America. And it's just such a beautiful leather. And a lot of people really have no clue as to what's involved with, I take that back, they take it for granted, or they have no concept of what's involved with making a dog leash, belts, you know, even horse bridles and horse gear. They just don't know. They go to the store and don't give it a second thought. But there's a lot involved. So when people start to balk at, well, gee, that's expensive, you know, you got to realize someone sat down and made that, and it takes time. Okay, so this side I undid the stitching because I didn't have on my glasses and I missed. So I will show you the other side exactly what's involved with lining up your holes. So I've already stitched up this side. I'm going to stitch the other side and show you what's involved with, a little bit what's involved with making a dog leash. So it doesn't matter whether it's a dog leash, a gun belt, dress belt, dog collar. It's basically the same. So I think a lot of people, when they look at the prices of handmade stuff, they really balk at it, and I think that they're doing that because they really don't understand what's involved with making it. You know, they don't give it a second thought. And you know, yeah, you could go buy a dog leash at a big box store. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going through with the awl and I'm opening up that little hole. And they just don't give it a second thought. And the leashes that you get there, they're made in a factory. They're imported leather. Even if they say American made, unless it says Herman Oak or Wicket and Craig, it's not American leather. You can say American made and be imported leather, which really I think just isn't right. But I'm just one little wheel on the cog. Okay, so you can see I'm going back and forth. So this is called a saddle stitch, and what I love about this stitch is that this is the strongest stitch that there is. So even if one cord breaks, because we have two cords going at the same time through right here and here. And they're interlocking inside between the pieces of leather. Even if one breaks, you still have the other to hold it. You know, and the stuff that you buy in the pet stores, and a lot of them, they're not hand saddle stitched. They're sewn by machine, and there's a huge difference between machine sewing and hand saddle stitching. If you have one cord that breaks on a machine stitch, the whole thing comes undone. It's not like this. You know, so I think when you're looking at your leather products, you have to look at the quality. You know, not just that it's handmade too, but also the finish that's on it too. I'm known for my finishing. I'm kind of a perfectionist that way. It's not perfect. I don't want it to go out. I usually won't send it out. I'll redo it. I won't send it out unless it's perfect. I mean, even if it's like a tiny bubble, I usually won't send it out. Every now and then, maybe one might get past me, but not very often. You know, so all this handwork, this takes time. Now I'm going to backstitch a little bit because we're getting ready to end this. This all takes time, and that all factors into also too on the quality of the product. Now I have hands like Magilla Gorilla, so we're going to end that on the back side. I'm going to cut this now. Take it out of the vise and show you what we got. Okay, so here is my hand saddle stitching. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to dye those ends. And then saddle soak this and condition it, and it'll be ready, and stitch up the swivel trigger snap for it on this leash. So let us do the dye, if I can find the dye. I put that in a safe spot, I know I did. Okay, here's a dauber. Yeah, I have no dye left on it. A little bit, not much. Be right back. Okay, so I'll put away my sewing stuff, so I'm just going to dye these little ends. I just put my dye in these little bottles because it makes it much easier to get in and get the spots I need to get with a little tiny brush. Here we go. But all this stuff goes to attention to detail and taking the time and the effort. It makes for a really beautiful finished product. Right? And it's about making your customers, your clients happy. It's about being proud of your work and most leathersmiths or crafters, or however you want to call it, we take pride in what we do. I'm not just going to slap something, well, some people do, but I don't. You know, there are no rivets in this holding it together. Didn't use Latigo, I used the best leather I could buy. But at the same time too, I'm not going to turn around and sell that for $19.99. Like my competitors are $9.99. You know, they're really not my competitors because they're not using the good English bridal leather. Okay, I think I've got everything there. So we're going to let that dry. And we're going to go through and we're going to condition and saddle soap this. And then we are going to put on what is called a trigger swivel snap, which is this doohickey. This is stainless steel. Like I said, don't mind my nails, they're just horrible, I know. So this is a stainless steel swivel snap, and then we will be pairing it with this because on this particular leash I'd go like this. Right. It also doubles as a slip collar, so you'd go and, you know, and it's gonna run the length of the leash. You got your quick release, and these are great for when you're doing like barn hunts. You know, and here is the nice thing with the braid is that it doesn't, you know, it doesn't come off the other end. That's how this is done. So, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get this part ready to stitch up and do my final measurement. So, because this has to be a 4-foot leash, and I'm gonna do that, mark that up, and I'll be right back.